Hi, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Um, yeah, so last episode, something weird kind of happened. Weird poem from Monica, and then also weird, fourth wall breaking talk about saving the game. So, I hope this episode something weird happens. Here, let's check the files, the old. Nothing yet. There are these weird. I would keep looking at the traceback file, and it's like, I don't know if I should be looking through the actual game files or not. Probably not. That sounds kind of terrible. But we'll see. Alright, slow down. Okay, we gotta do our poems. Pain? Okay. So she likes sad and happy things, which is weird. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna load. Why? Summer isn't even fucking cute. Okay. I was gonna see, do you see my cursor or not? Some of these words are already kind of creepy. You never know, because she could be Yuri, that could be Yuri, or it could be her. Kind of weird. Okay, that should be good. I couldn't think of one. Wow. Yeah, I need to load this again. I think that was her, okay. These poems were low-key annoying to have to do. I'm doing this in a weird way. I don't even know if it matters. I don't know how much of this I've been told is actually real and how much of it is just stupid bullshit. We'll find out, I guess. Heart. Okay. Well, that should be good enough. I mean, if push comes to sub, I can skip through all the dialogue and just redo everything. Oh, I forgot. I just picked the longest words, and usually it's her. What does unrequited even mean? That really some of these words do piss me off. I feel like there's a usual, like a kind of clear cut how this works, and then it goes against it. Okay. Aw, man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, Undertale. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it weren't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, did they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Okay, maybe it's her favorite food, dipshit. What? Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Alright. I didn't say anything I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon-ika. Alright, is Mon or Iko like Japanese for squid? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. What do you mean translation? I don't like that. See, you see that? She breaks the fourth wall. I don't fucking like that. It's creepy the fuck out of me. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming. Well, you know what they say about assuming things. Makes an ass out of you and me. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they might be spending a lot of time together. Must be. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Stalder, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Stalder. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. I'm just dropping out. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Stalder. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? I don't know, because you're best fucking friends. I swear this guy is a dumbass. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Stalder. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. Stop doing the loading thing. I don't like when my cursor has that, because that usually means my game's about to crash, and then I have to redo everything. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and let myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Well, you should care about her a lot. She's your childhood and current fucking best friend. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the classroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. Alright, this episode I'm going to continually check my files now, because I'm weirded out by the shit that's been happening. I don't like her breaking the fourth wall. There's a weird... What the fuck? I just went into her... I don't know. Make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. This is Natsuki. Hey you! Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, you could just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Good thing I practically mumble all these lines. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her, because it's not important. Yeah, it's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought it that way from the start. Natsuki fills with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Geez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay. Oh. This day is really short. I'm creeped out by that. I don't like breaking the fourth wall. Usually I think it kind of falls flat. But this actually kind of seems creepy. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice that Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. I don't think my character has any fucking posture like yours. For one, I don't have fucking quadruple D's on my chest. Maybe I do, I'm not sure. And second, this posture is impossible. It's like a fucked up Y or an L. I mean, it's awful. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in the concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. Now, it's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a bit too much. Stalder. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So if you think that there might be something behind that, so you think that there might be something behind it after all. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, she looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? I love when people text me. Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess? But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And as in you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she'd be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. I'm sorry, that was really corny. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. I'm set off. I feel weird. I feel weird about this episode already. We're 20 minutes in, which is crazy, by the way. Reading this shit takes so long. I want to get through more than just one day, which we will, I guess, now. Okay, this is Sayori. This is your best one so far. Okay, yeah. It's really nice, Stalder. Thanks. Sarah, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Stalder. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you were the only one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? I don't like when the audio just stops. It creeps me out in Undertale. It creeps me out even more in this game because I feel uneasy about everything that's happening. Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have something sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. This is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's easier just to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Stalder. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I probably never understood. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Stalder. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. That's already kind of eerie. Right, Yuri's probably just gonna say she doesn't want to talk. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Huh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Bro, why do you just allow this bitch to beat on you, bro? Stand up for yourself. I'm not saying, like, hit her, but, like, stop her from attacking you. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? It's seriously her. If it's seriously her, why'd you let her do it? Fucking jackass. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand, wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, I'll set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart lap in a way that you thought like long ago. But if you let me be by your side, you'll your own beach, your own escape. You'll learn to love yourself again. Alright, this one's fine. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kinda wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. I see. I don't have much to contribute here since I didn't actually read Yuri's poem, yeah. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Hi, Stalder. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's have been getting more and more similar to each other after each day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing her as much this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me, about Sayori's been feeling awful today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... Stalder, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Not that I know of. I keep checking. Don't worry, guys. I keep checking the files. Oh, sorry. Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sarah's been acting much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Holy shit. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing that legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star of glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. I like this one. This one is not creepy like the last one. I'm sorry if I don't read these right, by the way. I know they're poems, and these ones I think are more like spoken words, so you kind of just read them. But some of them I feel like I need to add more gusto to, and I'm just incapable. I need to get a face cam. I feel like I really, not to just share my beautiful face with y'all, but also I feel like the reactions really add a lot to this, and it makes, I think I sound kind of monotonish. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give me life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of like on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Let's see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Just got a notes notification. There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. I don't like that. I do not like that. You mean one-dimensional? I don't like any. That's really creepy. Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad or okay, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I didn't like that. That's so creepy. That's actually so creepy. You know that better than anyone? Because, like, I'm the player, I'm 3D, but then you guys are 2D, so their analogy would be humans aren't one-dimensional. I don't fucking like that. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Okay, this one's good then. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Stalder. Sayori. Something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. Sorry if you just heard my dog bark. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. That's kind of weird. I don't know what that's all about. If she's like sad. The Monica shit is really... I don't fucking like it. It's really starting to creep me out. I can feel something like welling, but I don't know what. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. I think you just admitted you were jealous or shy or all of those things. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? Took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. It took you, like, 4 hours of gameplay for you to figure out one of the most cliche things in history. That someone's an asshole because they're insecure. It's bloody. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Stalder? Please just tell me that you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if everyone laughs and says, "That's so cute," just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it up, Natsuki snatches the poem from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems. This girl, bro. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't really look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was a part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her, but finally she forces herself to extend her arms and set the poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Ooh, it's different this time. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truly feelings never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's all torn apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. I like this. I like the dating sim of this part. I thought it was going to be weird and goonerish. But, you know, it's almost... I mean, I like these characters, you know. They're surprisingly... I didn't think I would like this game at all, but really, I like this game. This is a really good game. And it's free, which is like the best part. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound competent like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her, but as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. You're such a clueless guy. I hate this guy. He's so clueless. I realize what Natsuki's doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm just going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I'd choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her emotion, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so you'll put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Sticking with that Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? In this save file, I guess so. That's... Oh, come on, Stalder. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I don't think you're misunderstanding, Stalder. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kinda knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So, I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, and it could end up damaging the club too, and you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. Well, I care about her and the club, but it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Is this the same? Okay, that's kind of creepy. I don't like that. I don't like... She kind of... is really big on the club. I'm gonna assume... Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. That's funny. Stalder, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me is nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I'm able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. I could just imagine your weird little character as I wrote random words. Is that so? Yuri gently smiled to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something you've never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiled sadly. Don't like them? Okay, don't cut out. Stalder, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say that I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me. Who is laughing at you? I hate these kinds of games, like the real kinds of these games, because I think there's something more. And it's gonna kick me in the ass when it happens. It's like, this is like almost a satire of a slice of life visual novel. Because these characters are so cliche. I mean, Natsuki is like pulled straight out of the definition of fucking tsundere. And then you have the childhood best friend, the popular girl that's like overly friendly with you. The shy, really smart girl. I mean, it's like insane amounts. I mean, these are the most cliche characters ever. It feels like a satire. And then the creepy shit happens. It's not even creepy yet. There has to be more horror, unless like these like weird little fourth wall breaks with Monica are the most it gets to, but I don't think so. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Who was making fun of it? And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Stalder. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I really haven't done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Stalder. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. Okay, I've been making you speak fast as hell this whole time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me like someone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I just joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've at least had one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she doesn't. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. Okay. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer and closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding it's overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to her, and then she's gonna make me have it. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one is about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. I think I like this route the best. It feels less creepy. Not creepy, like he's not as much of a douchebag in this one as he is in the other ones. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Your style's gotten so refined, Stalder. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens when she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm gonna hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Don't like that. Creepy as hell. I liked Monica, and now she's really kind of creepy to me. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, alright? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Are you telling me something, game? In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori's in here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori's always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually weren't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? Yeah, you're kind of a prick. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Which in this save file actually isn't going to be a friendship, hopefully, unless stagnating air really is a fucking sign of something terrible. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle it all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri? Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. No, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't be also a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Sorry. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog is very angered. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Stalder. The one who truly is useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle the baking on your own. Stalder may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Stalder to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Baking is easy as shit. Let's be real. Just what do you think? Come on, guys. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Stalder to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can we settle this already? Yeah. Stalder, you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Okay. This is Sayori's save file, right? Yeah, so let's go to Sayori. If she's feeling down, obviously, and this is her save file, I mean, it's got to be anyone that I'd prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us all that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Okay. Well, I don't want to choose one of these two, because this is, like, not their modes. And they're right, I haven't spent time with Monica. She is creepy as hell, though. But if I have to do these two anyway, I might as well just do Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Stalder was the one... That doesn't matter. You are the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that is true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So we're gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically the most logical for Stalder to help out one of you two, so I guess that's what we'll do. Okay, so I guess I have to pick one of you two. Yuri doesn't like me in this save. We're Natsuki's, and obviously Natsuki's, I'm gonna pick hers. Should I just do Natsuki in this one then? Plus she's like more similar to Sayori. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. You guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Huh? Just a minute ago you were saying, that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Well, now I feel bad. I don't really feel bad, though, because I'm gonna pick you in a different... really soon anyway. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else you need to talk about? Nope, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Stalder? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri just might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. Well, that's kind of you, buddy. I mean, obviously I picked the choice not to help her, but... Oh, shit. That doesn't mean... I mean, obviously I picked the choice not to help her, but it's like, he's the character. So it's really his... If that makes sense. With the dial... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make this event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best, and all of us are gonna make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope everyone does do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Alright, let's see how it is. You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured since I'm the one helping, I'd be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could ever have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Really? Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better be looking forward to it. No? Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that it's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Because, besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with that, I'll go have a good time. Sorry, son. Oh, I don't have to do a poem. Okay, this one is Natsuki. Okay, so this one we're just gonna pick Natsuki right away. I was worried about time because I really want something else to happen. I don't know. The creepy part, I'm checking my files. I'm checking them twice. Nothing's happened there yet. I don't know why. He said, my friend told me that I need to check my files when something big happens. I don't know what that means. I think some of this has been big, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm an idiot. Well, I'll probably be the most helpful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Stalder? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone could tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yep, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Stalder? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I really don't know why Stalder picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know. I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki is not the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble finding with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I have to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alrighty then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way. So I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Stalder. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. Fucking dog, bro. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? She wrote you a fucking love poem. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to make my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging our numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. By putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom when I finally find her. Sayori? Sad music. Hi, Stalder. I sit down. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparation, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Siri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Siri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Stalder. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking of me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? This isn't really creepy, it's just kind of sad. I don't know what this is. I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants you to torture me. At a laughing moment, Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't stop being able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. Not Siri, Sayori. You really put me in a trap, Stalder. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Stalder? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spending it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without everyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me not to just think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Stalder. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Stalder. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped, I don't like past tense. I don't like anything. This is a sad conversation. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like the way it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Stalder, Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough, and if I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Stalder. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Stalder. Siri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Siri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, told her. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Siri lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Siri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to come and meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help him out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sherry shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. This took a really sad turn. Like a really sad turn I didn't expect. I didn't expect depression to come up in here at all. And certainly not with Sayori. I thought maybe like Yuri. I should just focus what's ahead of me. I want to get everything else caught up. I wanted to get further today. I can't justify having this insanely long. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more and more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from I spent only a few minutes back at my home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside my front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hi. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes made the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Stalder? Come on. This is too right, you know. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. God, this is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now.
Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? Because there's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey. No, bro, this is the Sayori run. You're supposed to like Sayori, not her. Now you are treating me like I'm a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me. I didn't like anything, I just read. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you were thinking, then you should know that there's tons of guys who are into body types like yours. I am not liking this. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, is that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Stalder. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied for enough now, so now we can finally start to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid. Kind of fluid. And plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Stalder, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Even if the flavors aren't different. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can we at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? So like baking is just for following instructions. The presentation is where you had to be creative and the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki's proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Alright, buddy. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Oh yeah, it just takes a little longer. Geez, I'll be all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses the other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs her wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes off her own finger before shoving her finger towards my face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use the other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Alright, game. What is this? Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Alright, okay. I don't want to read that. Oh. Maybe you are gross, bro. What the fuck? I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. That's a normal reaction, I think. What? Did you just seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Stalled her. You really shouldn't do that kind of a thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? Buddy, you're not supposed to be doing this. You fuck this up. Did I fuck it up? Should I not have picked Natsuki? I don't know. What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this quickly? I don't know. Maybe it's because you stuck a girl's finger in your fucking mouth. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki reaches through the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I add these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. It gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, if it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'll be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. A word? Like, we put fucking the, and, doesn't, what do you say? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really good idea. A really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can dress and act. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you just say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. There's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we'd have the time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? It's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, you could probably do it in one trip. It's like a feeling of fiberglass on my arm. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at this point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. Yeah, you too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? You didn't want to get closer to her in this save. I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Huh? What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. I have like a really... Every time I do this, I think going so high for it. I know to you guys it probably doesn't sound like I'm doing it that high. And I don't have that deep of a voice. But going just a little high like this constantly kind of hurts my throat. Excuse me. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if it's possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Stalled her. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her shortly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breast against me. No, bruh. This isn't the right save for that. I felt it for a while now. For like 4 days? I wouldn't say 4 days. Wow. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Stalder. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Stalder. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat a cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. All that matters to me. Tears start to... No, not Otto. Tears start to fall down Sarah's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Stalder? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Stalder. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You would have to put up with me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica. Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on... Not Sayori. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure. I'm scared, Stalder. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Stalder. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze it tight, squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Oh, alright, well this is the Sayori one, right? So do I choose I love you? I don't like this. I don't want to choose that for the next ones. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Stalder. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tight around me. Oh my god, look, there I am. Stalder, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Stalder. I want to be with you forever. I don't like saying that. It's kind of creeping me out. Alright, I have to check the files. I keep checking. I thought this might be the big thing. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit. What is this? Sayori. I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why, even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Stalder. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Stalder. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns and you told me you love me. Was that not a good choice? I don't even know if the choices matter. I thought they didn't really. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. This is so sad and weird, and it's so strange. She has such a weird, like, really cliche visual novel. He's able to really be sad like this in kind of a powerful way. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting things to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sari's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. One second. Okay, I'm back. It's the day of the festival. This is tough, actually. I don't want to say that you'll always be my dearest friend. I don't know if this choice matters or not. I'm going to say I love you again. If I miss something for the quote-unquote true ending, I'm sorry. Oh, what the fuck? Something just got added. Okay. Here, I want to show you guys this. This just got added to the files, the game files. That is, that is really creepy, actually. Happy thoughts.png. That was just added. I don't think anything else has been added yet. That really unsettles me. It looks like it looks like Sayori, and that is really creepy. Okay, well there it is, the first thing getting added to our files. Jesus Christ. What is that? Is that like her hair? Is that, it looks like Sayori to me. I'm sorry if that looks really rough. I just thought it's the easiest way to show images because I'm terrible at editing. That is really creepy. That just got added. I just thought to check because I thought maybe that's the big event that my friend told me about. And surely enough, there's a PNG. Happy thoughts. I'm gonna say I love you, and really it's just kind of a day of the festival. Okay. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. Ah, I suppose that is true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, though. But I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And you did manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my own room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That'd be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist when she was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of him. When you have fucking porno in your drawer or something? So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will just stop out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. It's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I really like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. I'm sorry I keep going back to that. That really creeps me out. happythoughts.png. It really also creeps me out that you just add files like that. I didn't know if... I thought maybe he was lying. Does it add anything to her? In her text files, I don't want to show it because it's so long. But it says something something zif.org libvorbis 1 2012 0203 in parentheses. It's the only word I can make out other than like the .org stuff. Omnipresent. And then the rest of it is just 60,000 characters of jarble. Which I don't know if it's code or what. Like, you know, programming code. The rest of them haven't changed. They're all different though. It's weird, like they all have the same like sort of jarbly. But Natsuki has a bunch of like spacing at the beginning with question marks. Monica kind of does look like... Monica's is way longer, which is different. She has a weird PNG at the beginning. And then Yuri's is nothing. There's no weird characters at all. There's just letters and numbers. Which all of that is weird, combined with, you know, someone adding fucking bullshit to my thing. I can't get over that. I'm sorry. I know I keep going, but happy that it's just creeping me out. The log. Is there something I need to look for the log now? Now I'm kind of anxious. I don't think so. The rest of it is... I don't know. That really does creep me out, that happy thoughts thing. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that'd be amazing, don't you? Yeah, it'd be real neat. What's that wood thing, though? This? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes back a stitch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, it smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing your poems? This sounds suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write different words on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Okay? Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It'll also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside. It's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels about sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker shoulder. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting down on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a small pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. It's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks real fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I'm no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny it. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it on my cheek. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Stalder, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. Oh, thank you. It can cut through skin like it's paper. How would you know? Okay. Oh no. Are you gonna murder me? Are you like a serial killer? Is that what this is? A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Okay. I'm glad I'm not the one doing weird things in this one. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I can feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Yeah, that's a realistic reaction, I think. But please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure is a little weird and took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Stalder, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me. I feel like I did something wrong. I knew that'd be a bad idea. If it's not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy. Isn't jasmine oil an aphrodisiac? I'm gonna look that up. Is jasmine oil an aphrodisiac? Look at that. It comes up right away. Yes, jasmine oil is considered an aphrodisiac. And it's known for its potential to enhance sexual health and boost libido. Is that why you chose this? You're so weird, Stalder. You're the one who just fucking licked blood. What if I had AIDS and you didn't know it? Now you have AIDS. She giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out by the side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. I'm going to have this episode go on a bit longer, by the way. Just because, well, first of all, I want to finish this. I'm going to play it by ear if I want to do the festival today. I'm really... He said once after the big event, he said just big event, which I guess was the hug with Sayori, I should check my files more often. Which I think means something weird's about to go down, and I want to kind of play. I'm going to play like 20, maybe 20 minutes at the most after we get through this. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. So, yeah, sorry, this is going to be a really long episode. What do you have in mind? Or, what do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Like the Crayola ones. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, and bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I go back to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm. I don't like these weird, small details. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, the daytime, the sunset, the nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium or at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide of what we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I haven't used watercolor in school, for school, since elementary. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. It's just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit safer. Nicer. Is it nicer or safer? Nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, or simply sharing the experience of someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kia! Sorry. Yuri reels back and quickly moves my hands up in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Okay, game. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I can recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a few moments ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her paintbrush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, and am forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but that won't take a while. Well, perhaps it would be best to leave here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all our things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the environment to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. Opportunity environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well done. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I gotta say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so. You're very thoughtful, Stalder. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, I was supposed to respond to that. But I don't even get the chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Ah, hi, Stalder. Sayori. Just now we weren't. It's okay, Stalder. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. I'm gonna say I love you. Again, I know. Okay, I would usually end the episode, but that file really creeps me out, and I don't like things that creep me out, and I don't like leaving things on cliffhanger-ish. And I feel like there's going to be something else. I mean, I just keep looking back at it. It's creepy. I'm looking for other things that get added, by the way. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake that up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki feel about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But anyway, Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Stalder, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I thought I heard something. They must be the ones she prepared with all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah, you're an asshole, bro. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Stalder. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine. After hearing that, there's no music. It's really creeping me out. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I hope, like the audio, and there's no audio, it's really starting to creep me out. I flipped to the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different than the one she practiced. It's one that I've not read before. What the fuck? Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, blah blah blah. You get the point of that. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know it is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I start writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Alright, well, this one's also very fucking creepy. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Stalder? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. There's no fucking music. It's really creeping me out. I don't like that. This whole fucking game has been filled with music. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori— oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? She killed her? What the— an exception has occurred. File game script ch5.rpy line 307. See traceback text. Where's my traceback? Raised rmp.start top text label restart top text. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. Actually, you know what? This would be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ahaha, here goes nothing. That's text direct from the traceback. That's not code or anything. That's just straight up, like, it's like dialogue. What the fuck? Well, there's the horror part. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. That's so weird. And it's like fourth wall breaking too. What the fuck? Wait a minute. I'm sorry to like cover. This is probably like a really important scene that I probably shouldn't cover up. Look really quick. You see that? The top thing. I don't know if you can see it. It's a noose. It's a rope. Oh, that's so fucking creepy. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I would know what's best and everything, so I need a second. I'm sorry, that kind of scared me with that noise. And then it's just that, and then everything's glitching. Check traceback for detail. That's so weird. Here, I want to look through this really quick. I would, like, it's just that text I read. So, that's all it says. The rest of it is just regular looking. I don't know, is there any... Well, here's kind of interesting. No, the rest of this... Comment /00 action remaining... No, that's the same. The rest of this seems normal. Who, what? Who, what, interact equals self.interact. That seems kind of strange. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred while running game code. Oh, that was at the top of my... I didn't have to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the traceback. Okay. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? She's not even in the character list anymore. Sayori's not in my what the fuck? Okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. Would she not have killed herself if I said no? Well... She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like I'd always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. There's nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. Is that the end of the game? What? Okay. Can I load? I can load back. Should I? What the fuck? I'm going to leave this here today. Well, it looks. Well, that, I'm gonna guess this isn't the actual end of Doki Doki Literature Club. What the fuck? I'm sorry, that just really just fucking log. Is there anything in the log? I thought it was kind of weird that there was a log and a traceback, because usually there's only one, isn't there? Because yeah, the log says the same shit. That is so creepy. She's not even like there, she's all like a corrupted thing now. Game, like, oh. This is fucking... I was already kind of like, wow, you know, this game is kind of powerful, you know? I just want to, like, think about this for a second. This game was like, wow, this game is kind of really powerfully sad in a way I wasn't expecting. And then you just, what the fuck? Okay, so I want to talk about a couple things. Number one, is it Monica that like did this? Because first off, the text on the traceback kind of sounds like her. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a second, probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ahaha, well here goes nothing. That's from the traceback, from the game's traceback file. And she said, you've left Sayori hanging or some shit, and then you fucking walk in on that. And plus just the overall creepiness and the fourth wall breaking she was done before. I'm just really weirded out, I'm sorry. I don't know if there's anything to go back to. And then that is just so creepy. If I go back, I imagine it's the same thing. I imagine the choices really don't matter. That just caught me off guard in a weird way. I don't know. I know without a face cam, it kind of, my reaction was kind of meh. I had seen in comment sections, I gently opened the door on like Doki Doki videos, because I like instinctually open comments when I shouldn't. And I thought, oh, hopefully I don't get spoiled, and I would just see that. Or like I'd see it as like a hashtag. I didn't know what it meant, I guess, because that's what happened. That's what he said right before. Or I gently go into her room. I gently open the door. Oh, that is so weird. I just want to look at this. So creepy. I know it looks stupid because it's just regular, like, files. First off, what's that? Yeah, I don't know if you see that. Oh, well, you should see it. Is that? So yeah, that has to be like a noose, right? I thought it was like, I couldn't tell what it was at first. What is? I don't know if this is. This is all so weird looking. There's nothing else has been added other than the traceback and the happy thoughts. And there's nothing else in my log. The thing, the like word text I just said wasn't in my log. I was thinking, wow, this game is such, this is kind of powerful, like, depiction of a depressed person who doesn't want help, in a game that I kind of was like, wow, this isn't really scary at all. There's some creepy parts, but is that like the extent of it? And then it's like, you just... I thought it might be going toward that. I didn't really expect it though. Well, that was episode what, 3 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Really creepy. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what's entailed in this next. Maybe this might be the end. If it is, I'll record like a mini episode and just show you like if it's like just like a couple of things. I don't think it is. I don't know why it would be. That just shocked me. And she got deleted from the character file section, which is weird as hell. I really hope I shouldn't have been checking that traceback the entire time. I kept checking my files this episode because it was like, so to check the files, I'm going to check the files. I noticed HX, happy thoughts .png. And I was like, well, I weren't there before, and that's kind of creepily named. I didn't expect that though. Yeah, that was. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki. I will record it tomorrow. I don't know what else there is. Kind of cool though. Cool. I don't know what you'd like to call that. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.